G'day and welcome to episode 1 of my Duckzorly PenberlanFarm Let's Play series. Yes, it's been a long time coming, however we are finally up and running. So I'll get back to the delay a little bit later, but PenberlanFarm, it's a map by Dusty Dave Modding. It is an exclusive map to the Three Dudes Gaming Network. The map is only available to members of that network, so to obtain this map you will need to log in. If not already registered as a user, as a member, you will need to register, and then you can download the map to your heart's content and enjoy yet another quality Dusty Dave map. The Three Dudes Gaming Network community, while I'm talking about that, get this out of the way very quickly, is a fantastic little community. Three Dudes has changed a little bit since it was first brought up. It's now comprises Old Man Eustace Pharmer, Jerry the Grizzly Bear Sims, and Farmer Klein. Along with those three great farming simulator YouTube personalities, we also have DoughBoy 2913 and a few others in there of whose names escape me at the moment. But together we form a nice little friendly community which is all about sharing, caring, all that sort of stuff when it comes to Sims and particularly Farming Simulator 17. We also have a dedicated multiplayer server. Currently we are discussing remapping, getting all that up and running and trying to get interest back into that. We've all sort of let that slide a little bit, but hopefully we'll be able to present that soon via this channel and perhaps even do some multiplayer gaming sessions with the four of us plus some other members that want to join in and do some farming. Anyway, I digress a little bit. So here we are on PenberlanFarm. So what I need to do today is we'll notice we're doing the seasons mod. So we need to go through and start setting up all our fields. The Seasons mod is a great implementation. It was one of the contest winners for the recent Farming Simulator 17 mod contest, and really the others didn't really have much chance against it, to be perfectly honest, in my opinion. It's as people like Grizz and others have shown, it's just a huge mod, very immersive. It just really makes it's a game changer, as many people have said previously. In saying that, I'm still getting my head around it, so I will make mistakes, undoubtedly, but hey, that's what we're here for, and in a great Aussie tradition, we'll just power on through it and learn from our mistakes and keep on going. So hopefully you can all enjoy the ride, and we'll get into it. So, PenberlanFarm, as you can see, it's only a very small farm. In fact, I'm better off bringing up this map. So we've only got a fairly small farm here. So we've got our main farmyard. We've then got a little area over here for our pigs. The sheep and the cattle are right near our main farm. And we have a total of, 18 fields. Currently we own fields 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So a number of fields. Most of them are grass. Now, strangely enough, I wonder why they're grass. But anyway, we'll get to that again. So what we need to do though is we need to plough up and ready our fields, and plant them. So field 2 and 3 are the first. Field 10 will probably turn into a normal field with some wheat or something in it probably. Field 9 at the moment's got a wheat crop growing in it, so we can leave him for now. But that's the plan. So I think we'll start with ploughing number 2 today, and that should sort of see us through. So we'll see where we go with that. Okay, so I'll head over here to my Defender. Now before we do anything else, I do need to go to the shop and collect some equipment. So what we'll do is we'll head down to the main farmyard and see what we need to collect from the shop, and then we'll get going. So this top field here we don't own. I just use it for picnicking as I need to. Now we'll see in that. Whoop, let's go in here. First thing we got to do, nice new day. we need to come in and check on the big beast, the big M. There it is. Just come in. Beauty. Alright. Let's check to make sure the motor's running. Beautiful. Alright. Not today, my friend, but maybe later. So we'll just squeeze out through there. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Sorry. Right, where were we? Oh, that's right. Going to the main farm and then off to the shop. So, hope everyone's had a good day. It's currently Thursday evening here. It's pouring down with rain. We haven't had some rain for a little while, so probably need it for our cold winter we've been having. But yeah, nonetheless, it's not a problem. So, one thing you would have noticed, there's been a slight change when I did the introduction video for Pemberlan. I've now put a cow feed mixer in the farm. Obviously got the silage fermenter there, and a new shed and all that sort of down here as well as some new trees. So a couple of minor amendments, but nothing really major. So go and find our tractor. We'll take the 8210. So most of the tractors I'm using in this Let's Play series are going to be from the Ford tractor pack. Obviously we're trying to conserve our money and make money where we can, so there's none of the nice big buds or anything like that. Mind you, a big bud would be absolutely useless on this map. You'd get to the first corner and you'd be trapped, so not much point. Actually, I've got some Fords in there ready to go, haven't I? What have we got? So I've got some sprayers, seeders. Alright. That's right, I was going to go to the shop, sorry. Head around the shop first. So we've got I will apologise as well. I currently am using currently using keyboard to steer. For some reason today my G27 does not want to play the game, so unfortunately we've had to resort to the old keyboard steering, which is going to be fun. So look out, Eustace, I'll drive like you today. So heading off. To our left is our BGA. Through there. More fields out here to the right. Off here to the left is our forestry area. Not that I'll probably ever see any time in there. Alright, that's the way off to our other sections of the farm. Here we have the church. So Father Matt DoughBoy resides in that church, or looks after that parish. Haven't been to one of his sermons yet, however I've heard he's a bit out there. So have to go in there one day and have a bit of a listen. So up the road here, not too sure who, haven't sort of met many of the people through here yet. However, this place up here with the greenhouse, which looks like they're growing tomatoes, I believe that's the current residence of Jerry Grizzly Bear Sims. I don't know if it's his holiday home or what, but he's been seen around these parts. That's apparently where he lives. Now, there is one house down here that we've been told we should sort of keep a distance from. There's a guy that lives in this house here by the name of Eustace or something, I think I was told. I've been told he's quite cranky, bit of a hermit, so just leave him be, steer clear for a while. So we'll probably not even go down that lane yet again. But anyway, that's enough of the local wildlife. So we'll head over here into our shop. Now over here to the left we have the animal sales yard, the wood area, wood chipping area and that. And then we have the sales yard here for the equipment, the shop. And we're just going to collect our Penta trailer and take that back around to the farm. Like so. Alright. Here we go. So, I apologise if I pause. It's just getting used to doing this, I suppose. It's a bit of a what's the word I'm looking for? Not so much a shock. It's certainly a bit nerve-wracking, knowing that you're doing this recording, going to put it out there for everyone to see, for everyone to knock or whatever else. Not saying that this is the first time I've done it. I've obviously done a few mod reviews to date, but certainly the first of the Let's Play, which to me puts a bit more pressure on it. The mod reviews I find are fairly easy, but getting this and finding that fine line of storyline, or just playing a normal Let's Play but just commentating, all that sort of stuff, plus also concentrating and doing the right thing in the gameplay, well, that's another thing altogether. So we'll just give it a good old go and see where it falls. But yeah, so I apologise for any excessive arms, I apologise for any quietness, but I'm sure with time it can only get better. Certainly probably wouldn't get much worse. Anyway, so we'll just go and take this into the farm. And then we'll see what we're going to do next. Finding a place to put it's probably going to be the next challenge, although just in here is probably going to suffice. I know it's a bit big to put in there. I'll put it in next to the Volvos. This Penta actually is a new mod too. Ian Terranian over on PCSG had this added to the PCSG UK website. So the same as the old Penta, however he's added the colour to it, the colour option, which is fantastic. As much as I love the Penta, the blue was just starting to drive me a bit crazy. But anyway, so what have we got over here? I honestly cannot remember since I set it up whether I had any plough set. Got a seeder. This is the problem. See, I set this up 2 months ago and basically haven't been back to it since. There's my plough. Alright, so we'll grab that forward again and we'll head over and plough field number 2. Now we do have course play. I don't intend on using that too much on here, except for maybe some off-camera stuff. Reason being, I don't think the fields are that big to really warrant course play. I may use a hired worker at some point, but again I don't know, there may not be the need to because it's such a small farm with relatively small fields, but hey, who knows. May get sick of hearing my voice, so that might be the easiest way to deal with it. Anyway, we'll head up here to field 2. I love the lighting in this early morning lighting, and then also the lighting around dusk is just is great. Actually looks like it's already been ploughed. Let me have a look. It's just the default state, so it doesn't need a plough. Okay. Alright, well I might as well discuss a couple of little things while we're here. So, who am I? Well, I may have discussed this in the intro video. However, anyway, we'll go over it again. I'm a ex-Navy veteran. 15 years. Been a gamer pretty much all my life. I find gaming is one of my stress relievers. Always been into IT, technology, always seem to need to have the latest and greatest of things, much to my wife's disgust at times. But it's just something that seems to come natural. Yeah, but anyway, being an electronics technician sort of also ties into that, I suppose. But we do what we do. But yeah, so I did 15 years there. Now working for a defence-oriented company, doing contract work, and have 3 young children, all under the age of 10. Obviously my lovely wife, and we all live in, obviously, Australia, in Sydney, lovely part of the world. I was originally born in a place called Tasmania, one of our southern states, and it's a big difference from where I grew up to come to the big city. But after being around the world, though, you sort of put everything in perspective as well. Anyway, all that well and good. Get back into how we got into farming sim. This is a very disjointed start to the episode, I suppose. I've said before, it really sort of started with me doing a random look at YouTube at work one day. I was just sort of looking around, had nothing better to do, so I thought I'll have a look at some YouTube, as you do. Anyway, we came across in the suggested post or suggested movies, YouTubes, for this guy named Eustace Pharmer, and it was a farming sim game. Now, wasn't totally blind to farming sim. I had originally bought Farming Simulator 2013, on a Steam sale at one point. I went in, played the game, spent about 5-10 minutes in it, and went, this game is crud, I can't understand it, I'm not going to enjoy this, and I duly got out of it and have never been back to it since. So, anyway, so I was watching this guy Eustace and him playing Farming Sim 17, which just been released, and I still to this day don't know whether it was just his unique storytelling or whether it was his personality, which admittedly, and as much as I wouldn't say this publicly, is actually quite entertaining. That's one word for it. But anyway, I was instantly hooked, and I think it was after about the second episode I ended up buying Farming Simulator 15 and started getting stuck into it, and really haven't looked back since. This game has had more gaming hours in it than I've got probably from all of my other Steam games and other games almost combined. Well over 1,400 hours or something in this now, and yes, I do still suck at it. But yeah, so basically I can blame Eustace, or you can all blame Eustace, and in watching him then led me to 3Ds Gaming Network, and then led me to watching Grizzly Bear Sims, Jerry, again another fantastic storyteller, YouTuber, and it just piqued my interest, and it got to the point where I went, well, you know what, maybe I could do this YouTube thing as well. Obviously I don't think I could ever be as successful as the two of them in their storytelling and everything else they do, but dang it, I'll give it a go. Yeah, I mean, those two guys have been instrumental in me not just getting into this, but just playing a game that's had so much life and that so far for me. So yeah, it's all down to them. And then obviously you've got DoughBoy and Farmer Klein have come along, and relative newcomers, and they're doing a fantastic job. So it's great, and to be able to sort of say that they're mates and we muck about and talk on the forums and everything else, and that it's really enjoyable. It's been in all my time, it's probably the most fun gaming wise with communities and that I've had, and I've been involved with quite a few communities on multiple levels. I've been moderators on many different games and forums and stuff, and nothing has been as purely enjoyable and happy as what these have been. So no, it's been good fun. Oops, concentrate on your driving, not the talking. So as you can tell, my ploughing skills are as good as many others, as in they suck. But probably should go the other way, because we're not driving up and down the hill. But yeah, so I mean that's effectively how I got stuck into it and got interested in it. Yeah, there's not much else to say in regards to that. I really do take my hat off to Eustace and Grizz particularly. The work they do is fantastic. I just spend so many hours watching their videos over and over in some cases. Just laughing at, particularly Eustace obviously, at the creativity and of their videos and stuff. But so I urge you to certainly get out there and have a look at them. I need to stop prattling on. But anyway, especially positive things about Eustace, he'll be quite upset and wondering what's wrong with me. Although I must send a good cheerio to Eustace, because he's away from keyboard at the moment. Suffice to say, Eustace, get back soon. Thinking of you, and no doubt you'll be back on the airwaves soon. But yeah, so no, looking forward to hopefully getting our multiplayer server up and running, and we can get some recording and live streaming done of it. Be nice to have DoughBoy and Farmer Klein and Jerry and Eustace all on the server at once and creating some mayhem. So yeah. Alright. So this is taking a little bit of time. I've just realised that my timing was set to 1. I'll just fix that up. So, okay, what else? Oh, to my current subscribers, if you haven't already unsubscribed because of the fact you just showed this video, just joking. Thank you very much for subscribing. I must say it's a bit of a buzz. Like I didn't realise, and I said to Eustace at one point I didn't know whether I'd have any interest. But you start getting a couple of subscribers to your subscribe list, and you sit back and you sort of go, wow. And it's actually quite a good feeling. It's quite funny in a way. But yeah, no. So to my subscribers, I thank you very much for subscribing thus far. I hope that I can bring out some content in the near future that you'll actually enjoy, or at least partially enjoy watching. And yeah, if there's anything, any feedback, obviously I would love the feedback, whether it be positive or negative. However, if you are going to be a little bit negative, that's fine. I've got broad shoulders, thick skin, but just be aware if it goes too far, I'll be forced to either have the comment removed or have it dealt with appropriately. But I'm sure I won't have that problem. I mean, in general, the farming simulator community in general doesn't seem to have that sort of a problem. But yeah, hopefully we shan't have that problem, but should all be good. If you have any suggestions, or you want me to do anything in particular, stuff like that, then give me a yell. More than happy to consider everything. But for now we'll probably just try and get this Let's Play series underway. I have got one other, let's just say Lord of the Grass project underway. That will come soon, but apart from that, we're just sort of going to take our time. We'll continue on with the Penberlan Let's Play, while also doing some mod reviews, but I certainly won't be committing to too much too early. As you can being aware, like 3 young kids, life with them is very hectic. I've got my oldest son, he's into a representative football program, so he is a training 3 nights a week and games and all that sort of stuff. Time just doesn't permit. Sometimes there's not the luck. The time is sometimes a luxury. So I certainly can't commit to putting out a video every day. Certainly not at this stage. So what I would like to be able to do is perhaps 1 or 2 Let's Play videos a week, interspersed with perhaps a couple of mod reviews or little snippet videos or something like that. Once we also get the multiplayer server sorted and we work out what we can do with that, I will certainly do some recording of gameplay on the multiplayer server. So for instance, when it gets to the point where a couple of people log on, then I'll start recording, and probably won't be much in the way of commentary, just with the dialogue that goes on between whoever's on there, including the Discord chat, and then put that up for you all to have a look at. In fact, that should be good fun. There's been a few other guys, DC, trying to remember who else was on Pine Cove multiplayer server with me for a while. Get a few of those guys back and have some fun and see what we can do. But yeah, so I certainly don't plan on being a full-time content creator at this stage. My professional life is also very busy with work, also being director of a sporting association, so time really is a luxury at some time for me, but I will certainly endeavour to put out what we can when we can. Alright, so it's taking a bit longer to plough this field than I expected. Maybe the tractor's not quite up to speed, sort of thing for this. I'll have to have a look at that off camera and sort of see about what I've got, whether I might have to downgrade my plough, something a bit smaller. So yeah, so that's pretty much where I go. I know I've rambled a little bit in this first episode. I apologise for that. I certainly hope to improve in that regard. And if you stick with me, all I can do is promise that I will certainly try and improve it. If you like it, all well and good. If you do like it, please hit the like button and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber and you want to keep in touch with the content that I am going to create, then click on the subscribe button. The purpose of the channel is not to try and make my